Bahrain. Tens of thousands continue to fill the streets of the island nation in their second week of protests. Our Lar Satrakian spoke with the foreign minister of that country. And Lar, what did he say?
Margaret, Sheikh Khalid told me about the road ahead, a national dialogue, really a negotiation between the state and the protest movement. He expects it to kick off early next week. But earlier today, I spoke to one of the leading lights of the opposition, and he said they're going to keep camping out in Pearl Square at the heart of the capital city of Manama. So I started by asking the foreign minister what this means for Bahrain's economy.
Definitely there is an effect from people having some kind of fear because of what they see in the media, and especially in the tourism sector, but other sectors like banking sector and others are largely unaffected. But we do want to and count on the upcoming dialogue between the government and the people, as initiated by His Highness the Crown Prince, to really solidify our position and keep our country and our economy safe from any trouble.
When we speak to members of the opposition to protesters, one of their chief demands is a constitutional monarchy, the chance to elect their government alongside the king. Is that a possible outcome?
Well, when you talk about a constitutional monarchy, we are a constitutional monarchy, and there are different kinds of constitutional monarchies around the world. But when you talk about the one with the elected government, this is a demand that we are hearing from groups here in Bahrain. And it is to be put on the table to be discussed, no doubt about that.
So it could happen. What other changes do you see potentially coming out of this dialogue?
Oh, many things, whether it is the demands that we are hearing regarding how the parliament works, more democracy, government, the way it works, configuration of governments, many issues to be discussed, and other matters that are concerns of our people. So we do see those issues coming to the table, or any other issues coming to the table with them, and genuinely we believe that we will succeed. But the more important thing is succeed together in taking our country forward. And we're optimistic that we've tried this path before, and we know this is a path that we can succeed together in. There's this wave of transformation going through the Arab world and maybe the whole region. This is a factor that triggered people to really give their demands a push. And this is something that we are seeing in the Arab world positively. If transformation is to happen, let's make it a good transformation to the future, and not make it something that will take our region back.
But it's been a very bloody process. Forces under your government's control have fired on protesters, killed protesters. We were there, we saw some of it. What's your response, and what's being done after the fact?
Well, immediately after the first and second deaths, you know, that happened in the protests in Bahrain, which were really tragic, His Majesty ordered a commission to investigate, and we look forward for the investigation report to come out. And I don't want to really kind of affect that outcome, and let it happen and see what will come. And we trust that the report will be transparent and clear and done according to international standards.
I'm sure you've seen the analysis, concerns that the unrest we've seen in Bahrain could spill over into neighboring Saudi Arabia. That's what it looks like from so many miles away. What does it look like on the ground? Do you think there's any chance that could happen?
But there is no doubt that the issues and the political lines that separate a lot of the demands go beyond Bahrain, and so whether there will be an effect in the future for the region, that's something to be looked at seriously. But definitely we do want to get into the dialogue as quick as possible in order not to get any effect go anywhere around us, because it's so vital for all of us in the GCC and the region to ensure stability. And this is very important. The only way forward for it is that we do our dialogue quickly and address our issues and ensure stability.
Margaret, of course, Bahrain hosts the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet, which patrols the Persian Gulf waters, which sees passage of 40% of the world's shipped oil. I asked him if there were any pressures on his government to change that. He said no, it will be staying put. Margaret?
Thank you very much. Lar Satrakian, live from Dubai. We're back.